the members of our board, we have an executive committee of 9 people that are elected for 2-year terms. We're actually in the middle of an election, and anybody that's a Sierra Club member can run to be on the board. And where's Rocky? Rocky Milburn. Please stand up. Rocky is our chair. Janet Stanko is our vice chair. Don Cruz. Don Cruz is our treasurer. Nancy Stevens. Nancy Stevens is our co-chair of our conservation committee. Got all kinds of music playing here. Shirley Denton is on our board. She's out of town, and she's our communications person that helps with our newsletter. Willa Matz. Willa's got a broken toe, so she's not able to stand up and say hi, but she is our membership chair. All right, thank you. We're looking for somebody who can do audio visual. Jim Shirk, I don't believe Jim's here tonight, but he helps us with all transportation issues. He's probably stuck in traffic, right? Andy Harris is also a board member. He's been heavily involved in a program that's in the high schools called the Green Schools Program. Gary Gibbons, I'm also on the board. The other people that are not elected to the board but are huge contributors to this Tampa Bay Group. Kathy Crosby, our wonderful secretary, who keeps all of our minutes of our meetings. Todd Randolph, Todd's here. He does our videos and stadium recycling programs. Yeah, he can talk to you about that. It's a really cool program where we tell people where to put their trash and their recyclables, and you get it free to events at Tampa Stadium if you were a volunteer with that.
Like My Chemical Romance last week. Oh my God.
So, for example, the Taylor Swift show that people couldn't get tickets to, Sierra Club people were there. Jane Gibbons, who's serving ice cream over here, is our program chair. Emily Joyce and Dennis Joyce in the back of the room are doing our events and tabling. And so that's most of the folks that are doing the heavy lifting these days. What I'd really like to open up the discussion a little bit and ask people, why did you come tonight? For me, it's easy as the ice cream. I don't know if it's anybody else that feels the same way, but what made you come to a Sierra Club event?
I figured it would be easier to meet you guys in a public space than out at a high.
Yeah, okay. Who else? Yeah. Who else? I grew up here, and I was lucky to be able to go to Crystal River in the 1960s. And the water, you could see underwater for 200 feet. It was just a magical place. And then, if you go back now, you can't see the springs. They don't bubble up anymore. If you go to where I know the springs are because I've been to them hundreds of times, you would have to swim down 5 feet to be able to see the bottom because of all the pollution. You know, we have all kinds of algae growth and things. It just broke my heart. And that's why years ago I decided to join this group, because we have to try to save what's still here, the wild places, and that's what Sierra Club is all about. Our motto is to explore, enjoy, and protect the environment, the wild places that we enjoy, and try to make sure that they're here for future generations. Sierra Club was founded in 1892 by John Muir. It's the nation's oldest and most effective grassroots environmental organization. We have chapters in all 50 states. There's a national Sierra Club, then state chapters, and then local groups. So our local group is the Tampa Bay Group, which encompasses all of Hillsborough County and just a little bit of Pasco County. They just formed a new group in Pasco County, but we kept a couple of the zip codes in the Lutz area as part of our group. Yeah, and if you join tonight, we have free memberships available for anybody that came tonight, and I hope you get a t-shirt. But if you join our local group, you're a member of the entire Sierra Club. Okay, they're not separate memberships at all.
Who's Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico.
Chapter in Puerto Rico.
Chapter in Puerto Rico. Did not know that. Bill Compton used to be part of the paid staff. There is in the state chapter a few people that are paid staff, but the rest of it, you're looking at the volunteers. That's really what Sierra Club is about, is volunteering. And we try, we're just activists who care about trying to keep things going the way that they should be. All right. So we have what we're going to do tonight is we're going to invite some of the people who deal with certain areas and work on certain things just to come up and give you a short little snippet of the types of issues that they work on. And then later on, we're going to have them sit at a table, and if you decide, I'd like to learn a little bit more about that, then you can go and talk to them and see if that floats your boat. Okay? Emily?
We've got lots more ice cream here, guys. Great toppings.
Feel free to get second.
Yep.
No judgment. Emily, you want to talk a little bit about events?
Sure. So you're all here because you love the outdoors, and hopefully you love the Sierra Club, or will come to love Sierra Club. And what I am in charge of is called tabling. So that sounds really boring, but it is a lot of fun. So we need other people to carry on the good work that we're doing at sea conservation, all the things that Sierra Club is known for. And what we do is we go out into the community. So we go to events that you're probably already going to. I don't know about you, but I used to go to the plant sale at USF twice a year. Eco Fest, the Seafood Festival, fun events that you probably want to go to anyway. We set up our table with our banner and our literature, and we talk to people. So you love the outdoors, and you also love to talk to people, and you also want to promote Sierra Club to those people. This is an opportunity for you. It is fun. All we require is a couple of hours, and you come out, and we also get to know each other too while we're sitting there tabling. So I encourage you to think about that if you want to help us promote Sierra Club. So it's a Club has been around when it was founded. We talk to people that have never even heard of Sierra Club. So we go to events like a plant sale and you ask them, have you heard of Sierra Club? And, oh yeah, I've heard of it. Would you have a membership? Oh, I let that lapse. So that happens. And then we also get a lot of blank looks. Like, I have no idea what Sierra Club is. And we're one of the oldest environmental organizations in the country. So we do like to start at people's level. Do you like the outdoors? And here's Sierra Club. And we are with Sierra Club. Would you like to go on outings with us? Do you kayak? Do you hike? We make a connection with people. And I think that's the really good news about like this event right here. We're connecting with each other, not just Zoom meetings. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of Zoom meetings. And it's time to meet in person. So that's something that we can do. So if you are passionate about the outdoors, passionate about Sierra Club, and enjoy talking to people, come see me in a little bit, and I will tell you how you can get involved in more detail.
And you don't have to know anything, okay? When I first joined this club, I said, well, you know, I'm not a big environmentalist. I love the outdoors. You will learn it. You will learn anything you need to know, and it's like riding a bike. It's really easy.
Good point. It's also a way to get to know Tampa Bay Sierra Club because you can't talk to people about what we do and the outings that we take and the meetings that we have if you don't know about them. So it is a great way to get to know your local group better, get to know each other better. Come and see me.
Now, we also do programs, and you know we'll have guest speakers come in and talk on a particular topic. And so Jane has been the program director for the last couple of years, and she's going to talk a little bit about.
So right now we're doing programs every other month. We do. What I'd like to do is get input from you guys. What do you want to learn about? What sounds interesting? And I've taken lots of suggestions and gotten speakers on those particular topics. Some of the topics that we had that have been really fun are butterflies and bees. We had a lady talk to us about bears, and we know right now it's open season on bears. So that's a very good topic. We've also had a program on spiders, and I've always kind of been afraid of spiders. And we know that there are some very dangerous spiders. But after this program, I was no longer afraid of spiders because the majority of them are really not harmful and they eat other bugs. We also do programs on conservation issues. We've done one on sea level rise. I believe Sid did one on water flows. A really good one that we had was the advantage of a native landscape. If you can landscape your yard, and this can be done beautifully with native plants, you don't need to water it, and you don't need fertilizer. So that's a win-win for you, it's a win-win for the environment. Once a year, we have a group meeting with 2 other clubs. It's the Tampa Audubon Society and the Florida Native Plant Society. And this year we hosted it, and we had this amazing lady, Sherry Fuller. She is the outgoing president of the Bat Conservancy, and she talked to us about bats. And I learned some stuff. You've heard that term, blind as bats? Guess what? Bats see better than we do. They have more rods and cones in their eyes than we do. Bats in your hair, that doesn't count. But bats do a lot of good things. She brought bats to this program. We got to see them eating, one was eating these dried worms, and we're not allowed to touch them, but she let everybody come up and see them up close. And that was really fun. I know, I recognize the faces over there. Our next outing is going to be in November. It's on Saturday the 22nd. I think it's 10 o'clock. We're going to the Tico Center in South Hillsborough County. We're going to be seeing manatees. if you're interested in that, there's a sheet that has my phone number and email. Please email me if you want to come to that with us. The other cool thing we're going to do in December is we have a great Christmas, it's a holiday party, and we have a band, and we have a raffle, and it's just a lot of fun. So I joined because I care about the environment. I'm very passionate about it. But I've met a lot of people who feel like me, and it's inspirational to me, and I hope I've inspired you a little bit. Thank you.
All right, Rocky Milburn is going to talk a little bit about communications and stuff we do to get our message out and to make new friends.
By the way, at the thing at the Tico, they have an urchin farm there. I don't know if we call it a farm. They have a shark hospital. And 4 or 5 things there. We're going to get background and all that. Before I get started, I'm going to introduce a couple of people. Leo, would you stand up? Leo is the lead for our Lato Sierra Club, Lato High School. This is his 3rd year. Lato, they come out, they come from all our outings, they do their fair. They're experts at unloading canoes, right, Dennis and Emily?
Expert at what?
Expert at unloading canoes.
Yes, we need these young people.
And then we got two new folks that we're proud of back there in the orange shirts. You guys stand up. And we've got a new thing started called military outings, and they're going through the training right now. We're going to hear a lot about military outings. These outings are going to be for retired and active military. Yes, we've got 5 people going through training. Thank you. Couples on the way here, so we're all excited. She told me she's going to lead outings for military women in the Tampa Bay area. So that's pretty good. So we're all excited. They're about to do the training. Got a few things to do, and Ed's been working with training. So we're really excited about military outings. Pretty soon you're going to see military outings, shirts, banners, and signs. So the other thing that we do, big deal for all of us, we have an organization called Inspiring Connection Outdoors, or ICO, as you might say. We serve about, and Lato is part of that ICO program, so it's any youth under 18. We've been doing it for Jill. How long we've been doing ICO? 20 years. 20 years. I've been doing it 25. So you were one of the originals. So we serve young people that don't have the opportunities or the chance to get in the environment. We have 3 schools, Lakeland, Tampa, and St. Pete. We take the 5th graders out. Never says we do 3 outings a month. Can you believe that? Can you believe that, Amy? Oh yeah, you do. Yes. But she does the 2nd Saturday every month. August 8th. At the end of the year, we do a camp out with all the kids plus the Lakeland kids. So it's a tremendous program. We have kids that go to St. Pete have never been to the beach. They live in South St. Pete, never been to the beach. And we teach them hiking, we teach them about wildlife, we teach them about relationships. And some of you have helped in this group. Ed's helped with fascinating before. We've helped youth minimum outings. It is a great program, so we're trying to teach young people what they do, stand up here and a lot of what all these other things are. So that is a big deal. So we got a video to show you. Then we have adult outings. Ed, stand up. Ed is one of our trainers. He works with people getting trained to do outings. The outing training is real simple. I work on training and we've got another person who does training. But our object is to get people outside and see the outdoors. When I first got involved with Sierra Club. The very first person I think I met with Sierra Club was this lady right here, was probably Pat Kim. Pat and Mary Ellen made me feel welcome. Got me interested in the Sierra Club. That's been at least a couple of years ago, right, Pat? But I got interested in Sierra Club because of this lady. I went as a representative of my CO, but then I found out. And I always said, I'm not going to barge, I'm going to get fucked up in the environment. But when I saw my trail, my stream getting messed up, it pissed me off. So then I started doing something about it, started organizing, and that's what happens. When people get outside and you see your bike trail, your river, your creek, your trail get messed up, you want to do something about it. And that's most people get started in the Sierra Club.